everybody, welcome back to another episode of Breaking Apart. I'm your host Tao. Can't see me because I'm not on the stairs yet. Now you can see me. It's me, Tao. Hey, how's it going? Another episode of Breaking Apart. I know you miss me. I don't know. But whatever. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. As you can see, I'm not sitting on a chair. I'm walking around because walking around is more healthy than sitting around. Let me close the door first because this is actually our office. You can't just let the door open, you know, for security reason. Alright, whatever. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different, where I'm just gonna walk around and talk about the product that we're gonna review today. Come with me. Let's go to the place that I'm about to sit. Yes, I know I just said that I'm gonna walk around, but you know those stairs are quite high, so I have to sit for a while. Finally, I can finally sit down. But either way, let's talk about the thing that we're gonna talk about today. So the thing that we're gonna talk about today is suspension. Now, what is a suspension? You might have no idea what is it. So I'm gonna give you like a general idea of suspension. So if you go to your car right now and you look at the tires, you look into the tires and then you see like some kind of springs inside the tires and all that. It's like connecting the tire to the car body itself. Now that is what we call a suspension. Now why do we say suspension is one of the most important thing about a car? Like seriously, without suspension, you literally cannot drive your car. Now why is that? So the reason why suspension is so important to your car is it provides better handling for your car, and also it absorbs excess energy from the road to your car. So without it, your car won't really be bouncy and steady. So when you drive over like any potholes or any bumps, you are going to feel it, and it's not going to be a comfortable ride. So the suspension kit that we're going to talk about today is the JK Racing fully adjustable suspension kit. Now this suspension kit is made specifically for Toyota 86 and Subaru BRZ, which are pretty much the same car, which is a well-known model for street racing and also track racing as well. Now there are two types for this specific type of suspension kit. There's a one-way and there's another two-way. Now the one that we're going to talk about today is more on the one-way. The main difference between one-way suspension and two-way suspension is that on the one-way suspension, you have to adjust both the rebound and the compression rate together, so you can't really adjust them individually. But on the two-way suspension side, you can actually adjust both of them individually. So in a way, that makes the two-way suspension better compared to the one-way suspension, since you have more control on the suspension itself. So that means you can have more control on your car performance and all. For some people that means a lot, for some people it doesn't mean a lot of things. It just depends on you. So for this specific JK Racing one-way suspension, it has 32 levels of dampers. So that means you can adjust the damping levels of the suspension on 32 different levels. So it allows you to do a lot of specialization for your own car. And because it is adjustable, you can change it between soft and hard. So you can use it for either daily driving, soft and steady, or just very hard for like better control on the track. Other than that, it has fully ride height adjustment, which means you can change the height of the suspension according to your car or according to your liking. You can change the suspension height to make it giving you a better ground clearance, or make it lower so that you can have a better center of gravity. Other than that, he has a very high rigidity coil springs. The specific spring code is SAE9254. So with that, it gives you a better road handling and also gives you a long service life, so you don't have to keep on worrying about it breaking and having issues with your car and all. It also uses Italy IP damping oil, which has a lot of anti-foaming properties. Plus it also has sealing with NOK Japan oil, which can really ensure that there won't be any kind of mixing between the air and the oil. It can really ensure the isolation between those two properties. And finally, it has a forged 6016 aluminum top mount, which has a very high tensile strength to about like 290 megapascal. It also equipped with a pillow ball top and Japanese coil bearings, which can reduce noises throughout the chassis itself. So yeah, those are the few specs about this JK Racing suspension kit made for Toyota 86 and Subaru BRZ. So now that we know a bit more about this suspension, we can actually dive in deeper into the details of this suspension. But I don't really know the details that much since I'm not really a professional. So now we're gonna head to a workshop called Stark Autowerkz, and we're gonna meet Mr. Aaron, who will going to explain more about this JK Racing suspension kit. And with that, let's head towards that. Hello everybody, welcome, and I'm Hao here, and now we're at the Stark Autowerkz, and I have Mr. Aaron. Would you like to maybe let me know like what's the main difference between these two? Because I see like this one is very long and all, this one is quite short. Like what's the difference between that?
So basically, this is a JK Racing fully adjustable suspension. Yeah, this is a little bit special for particular cars compared to this type. This type, what you can see, there are two types of mounting. Basically, the component inside is quite similar. The reason why this is longer and this is shorter because of the car characteristic design. So of course, different car have a different design, and in terms of long, the height, the dimension, everything will be totally different. So this is basically for Proton BLM car, Proton Saga BLM to be exactly. This is a Toyota 86 or what we call Subaru BRZ. This car is quite fast and very agile. Of course, they also need to upgrade their suspension in terms of upgrading their handling.
So this is like the original of it, or is it like a replicate of the original?
This is some sort of a performance parts to upgrade your existing suspension. So you want a better handling, of course you need a better parts to enhance your riding and your handling. Why we are doing this is because the customer wants a stability. If you have a stability when you're driving, you are more confident when you drive around the corners in terms of control, braking, acceleration, everything, rather than some of the stock suspension setup. They are very floating, soft. Sometimes you drive at a high speed, maybe more than 100 kilometers, you feel like very floating, up and down, unsettlement. So with this, it can settle faster. And it gives you a steering response will be more agile and more responsive.
So I saw like the first thing I saw is that there's two mounting here, there's two screws over here, but there's like only like a few here. So like what's that?
Basically, this is a quite special one. We call it a pillow ball top mounting with a camber adjustment. So this one you can see I can bend like this, I can bend like that, I can bend like this. Okay. Unlikely this type, this one is just rotation only with a bearing. So there is no angle movement adapt to particular the car knuckle. Camber angle.
So this can help the camber angle.
Correct. So it gives you a direct feeling rather than this, because this one it has some sort of boost. It has a boost here. The firmness will be slightly delay a little bit compared to this direct.
Oh, so it doesn't have that boost, so it directly connect with
correct.
Oh, I see. And then I saw like this thing. What is this thing?
This one is it has a soft and hard damper. So it consists of 32 clicks damper adjustment. So it gives user preference ride firmness, whether you want more firm or the hardest ride. So hardest ride usually they are designed for those running on circuit, Subang especially, for better stability on high speed. Yeah, correct. This JK Racing product, it has one-way and two-way absorber. What I am showing you now is a one-way, meaning that this temper we have one knob, so it's called one-way. We have another one type we will show you later. There is a two-way absorber. This two-way it can adjust separately rebound and compression.
Oh, so you can adjust both of it.
Yeah, both of it. With a single knob down only. Yeah, but this one is like a combination of rebound and compression together. But there is some other market suspension. This one way down, it only allows you to adjust rebound only. No compression. But this one is combination of rebound and compression together. Yeah.
I really want to thank Mr. Aaron for giving us so many information over here, because without you we probably wouldn't know this many components of it. Should we go and take a look at this in the car?
Can.
Alright.
So this is a two-way suspension, JK Racing brand. As you can see, this two-way suspension it has external canister. Most of the two-way suspension it has an extra canister. For this extra canister, it gives you a better travel shot, a longer shot, so you can adjust this individually. Another thing is there's another knob for rebound on top of this. For rebound on top, there's a compression here, so you can adjust separately for this compression setup and rebound.
Thank you, Mr. Aaron, so much for spending time on telling us more about this suspension kit. And thanks to Mr. Aaron too, we know a bit more about the two-way suspension kit as well. So we know the exact way to change the compression and where to change the rebound rate. So you know there's like two different spots. So that's something that I didn't know before this. So really thank you to Mr. Aaron. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. What do you guys think? Are you going to go for the one-way suspension or the two-way suspension? Do you want the convenience of able to change both rebound and compression at the same knob, or you want to have more control over your suspension where you can change both of them individually? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But let me send you away first. You know, you've been a really good guest. Thank you for joining us. You know, it's only been the second episode. There's gonna be more episodes coming on, so make sure you check us out. Make sure you subscribe. You know, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, you know, ring the bell, and do all those. It's very important. You have to help us out, okay? Now, as I send you off, promise me to do all that, and I'll see you next time. All right? Take care. All right? Take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, all right? Bye-bye. Are you still there? Why are you still there? You're supposed to be out now. You know, you can't really be here. Do you want? You want to come in? Is that what you want? You want some coffee? All right, I'll bring you some coffee. God damn it! You like coffee, huh? Jesus, I don't like coffee.